Hello and welcome, Rachel from A Sense of Calm. In today's session we're going to tone through the vowel sound R for about 5 minutes. So if you already know how to do this, then you can spin forwards to where the actual 5-minute session starts. But I'm just now going to give a few hints and tips so that you can get the most out of the session. So first of all, try and bracket off your kind of responsibilities or concerns for the day, and so that you can be here now, just for the sake of this little session. Imagine a column of sound that's already there, and the column can either be in your body, kind of in the middle of it, a bit like a kebab skewer if you like, or you can imagine that the column of sound is behind you, and you're going to bring that sound through. So it's not going to be a question of you having to kind of force a sound or make a sound. The sound is going to be there and you're going to bring it through. Obviously you're going to have to make the sound with your vocal cords, but if you imagine that the sound is there, it will help not to put pressure here. And also support your posture, so your nice erect spine, support it with the core muscles. And when you make the sound, drive the sound from the core muscles. If you start to feel tension here in your neck, stop and fall into listening, and then start again when you feel ready. Try and release tension. Before you start, kind of release any tension in the jaw, in the brow, in the shoulders, and just get yourself into a nice kind of relaxed but erect, supported posture. Okay, so when you start making the sounds, try and keep going to the very end of the breath. Because you're making a sound, you'll probably find that there's a little bit more breath there than you think. So push to the very, very end of the breath, and then if you can, sit just for a moment in the space that comes at the end of the breath before you allow the in-breath. And if you've driven the sound nice and deep from the core muscles, when you get to the end of that, the very end of the out-breath, and after that momentary space, the in-breath, or the first part of the in-breath, will automatically come in as the diaphragm releases. Okay, so it may be that our breath gets out of sync, so that I'm toning when you're breathing and vice versa, but don't worry about that. Just go with your rhythm. Try, if you can, to adjust the volume so you can hear both my sound and your sound at the same time. Because if you're doing that, then you can't be thinking. So you're immediately creating a lovely pause in that kind of mind stuff. Okay, so let's give it a go. So I'm just going to keep going for about 5 minutes. Okay. So if you begin by making sure that you're sitting comfortably, allow yourself to fall into the silence, become aware of the breath, and then you will hear me begin to make the sound R. So just a quick demonstration of the sound. It goes like this. R. So when you're making that sound, imagine you're breathing it in. Imagine you're sucking the sound in. Don't worry about the pitch, don't worry about making a nice sound, it's about making your sound. So don't judge the sound, just listen to it actively but without judgment. Okay, so it's just about getting the voice flowing, the sound flowing. Okay, so don't worry about the pitch. If you're not on the same pitch as me, it doesn't matter, you can be wherever you like. Okay, so we're going to fall into the silence, become aware of our breath, and then you'll hear me start. So there we are, 5 minutes of toning the vowel sound R. Now you may think, what value can there be in doing 5 minutes of toning? But actually it's been shown that just 5 minutes of dedicated practice to something like this can have a really profound effect and bring about change. So, just a 5-minute investment is really worthwhile. So I hope you enjoyed making the sounds. Give it another go. Try if you can to do 5 minutes every day, because it's the daily rhythm that brings about change. Often we think, if I do an hour and a half of something once a week, it's going to be amazing. But actually 5 minutes every day is going to have more of a powerful effect. So thank you very much for joining me. If you like the session, please like and share, and maybe drop me a comment. Let me know what you think. I'd really appreciate it. Maybe hit subscribe. Thank you very much indeed. Have a good day. Bye bye.